Hello. I think one of the things that bothers a lot of us is that we picture our narcissist out there having all this fun in the world without us, whether you're still with them or not. You picture them having, especially if you've broken up though. You think, oh, they're all out there having a ball and I'm home with the dog or the kids or running the house or whatever. The thing that I think we have to remember is it's not the fun that we're thinking. And whether you're with them and they're out gallivanting or you've broken up with them and they're out gallivanting, it's all a show with the narcissist. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the fun that you think. So with me having broken up with my narcissist and he's out there in the world and I haven't seen him in months, I can tell you exactly what's happening in his life because I know him. I know that there's drinking and there's partying and there's this and there's that and there's whatever. So you might say, well, he's out there having a ball and you're home with Minnie. I don't feel the need to make myself go out and drum up activity to compete with being that same area of going out and stuff that he's doing to prove that I'm also having fun. That's not where I want anyone to be. You have a right to go and do whatever you want, but I'm sure your life is more fun than his, and let me tell you why. The things that I do, getting together with friends, things like this, and I travel lately, trying to get back into life, everyone is, bring me joy in my life. The things that your narcissist is doing do not bring them joy in their life. And that is when I think of fun, I think of joy. You're out there when I'm with my friends, you have a good time, you laugh, you sing, you cry, from laughing. I mean, it's wonderful. I don't think the narcissist ever has a fulfilling time like that, which to me, that is fun. So you might picture them, yeah, but they are out and about and I just know it, and okay. So they probably go home either alone or with someone that they're going to know for an hour. So that to me, that doesn't sound like fun. And you might say, well, they're having fun. I just know it. I mean, it just kills me that they're out and doing that. Here's the thing. Like I said before, I can tell you exactly what's happening with my ex-narcissist, and you can tell me exactly what's happening with your ex-narcissist or current narcissist. We all know what they're up to. And it doesn't change if you break up with them. It just becomes worse. The thing is, it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't equate to fun because remember, they are always tortured inside. Even when they're having fun. And the bigger, I've learned this because I paid attention, the bigger the pain that their insides are feeling at the moment, then the bigger show that they'll put on about how much fun they're having and how much fun they are. Look at me, see me, blah, 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 blah. And inside, they're in a perpetual state of crumbling. Now, I'm not trying to sound sinister that them being in a perpetual state of crumbling is making me happy and over here like, hee, 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 hee. No, it's not that. I'm stating the facts. We have learned by now, this is what, 157, video 157? I've been talking for 157 videos on this topic, and I've looked at 5 times that many more. And from what we've learned, it's just their state of being. They are always in a state of crumbling. So no matter how high they try to see their life is and how high of a place they try to let you think that they are and oh, look at my new girlfriend or boyfriend, and look at my new condo on the beach, and look at my, whatever it is that they're doing, whatever it is. They're traveling, they're laughing. First of all, if it's a snapshot you see, a picture, that is a snapshot in time. How many snapshots in time do you have with your narcissist where just before that picture it was hell, and right after that picture was 3 hours of more hell, of fighting and whatnot? You have plenty of pictures that you're all dressed up, looking good, having a great night, and then boom, what happened after? So don't let any pictures that get leaked to you or information that you hear grind at your insides and make you feel remiss that, oh, now he's having fun. I always wanted to do that. He didn't do it with me. Or I always want, stop. First of all, if they're doing something that you always said you wanted to do and making you see that they're doing it, then that's because they want you to see that they're doing it without you, even though you said you always wanted to do it. That's on purpose. So don't let that bother you, because that is an elementary move. And you shouldn't be bothered by something so childish. I mean, you should look at that and say, really, my God, do you have anything else? Because that's not going to bother me. I'm a little tougher than that by now. I live through life with you. That's how you should look at that. That's how I would. Like, are you kidding me? I don't care if it's the most glistening picture of the most beautiful girl in the most beautiful location in the world. Not that I would ever see a picture of him, because I wouldn't. But if he leaked one to me, I guess through email is a way that he still tried to contact me, and that's a way that people can always find you, is through email. So it's not like it's impossible I would see a picture like that. And if I ever did, I would laugh. I clean up well. I can put mascara on in a fancy dress. I had plenty of pictures of he and I doing wonderful things on holidays and whatever. So, the minute before was horrible, and the minute after the picture was horrible. So just first of all, when you look at a picture, remember that it's a snapshot in a moment in time. But more so than that, remember that they're in a perpetual state of crumbling. Let's get back to that for a second. Not that I'm reveling in it, but they really are. It is their true nature of their state of being. So when somebody feels that way inside all the time, remember, no matter what they're doing, they feel like an outsider. They walk around feeling untethered to anything on the earth. They feel out of place. They don't feel they belong anywhere. They don't feel they have a true tribe, not even their own children or their own parents. They don't have like a true best friend. If you look at them, they've dumped you or you've dumped them, and now they're on to another person. There's just no consistency in their life. And to me, an untethered position to the earth doesn't make for a lot of fun for Jack or Jill. I mean, roots, family, friends. I happen to speak to, in the last 2 days, 3 or 4 people I've known since childhood, or age 0. 2 of them age 0. That's fun. Do you know what I mean? That's a root I have. That's a connection I have. That is a love line that I have. I can get on the phone and catch up with somebody for an hour or 2 hours, whether they live here or in Seattle or in Charlotte, North Carolina, or in Rhode Island, or, you know what I mean? I have people. We have people. They don't have people. So how much fun can you have when you don't have people? I don't care if you're skiing in the Alps. You're skiing in the Alps with somebody you just met last week? I don't know why I picked skiing in the Alps when it's like 80 degrees in Florida. What made me think of skiing? But do you know what I'm saying? There's only a certain amount of fun. The activities and the things you buy and the places you go, those things aren't fun unless you're alone. And you want to be alone, which is, I could very much have fun. And I have done many things by myself, and I have had fun. They don't want to be alone. They want to be in the middle, in the thick of it, making it look like they're having a great time. How can they be having a great time when they do feel alone all the time, yet they don't ever want to be alone because they hate their own company? So if you see or get leaked that they're doing this or that, please, I beg you, don't let it bother you. They are feeling untethered, alone, not with anyone they really care about. There's no one around them with whom they have a tremendous history that would make them feel rich in love with the person next to them. I don't even mean partner. They're not with a cousin that they've known since age 0 or a friend that they've had since age 3, or those things bring you joy and fun. Think about who they're with next time you think, oh, they're out having so much fun. It's probably a new bunch of people they just met. How much fun can they be having? It's like a temporary Band-Aid of a fun night, but it doesn't mean that their life is fun tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon or the next day or the next minute. We know that. And so I just feel so bad when I hear people get concerned with, oh, but they're having fun now. Look at their life and look at mine. I'm over here. You can't even compare your life to theirs. I don't care what's happening externally in your life or his or hers. You are a human with normal functioning capabilities inside of you, and you're going to straighten your stuff out as soon as you get over this narcissist business. They are never going to straighten their stuff out. They're always going to be that person chasing the dream that's never ever going to come to them. It will elude them because they're not being genuine in life. You will not get rewarded with genuine happiness when you're not acting that way in life. You garner from the universe what you put into the universe. I think we've all learned that. With her rainbow pajamas. That's right. That's right. Rainbow, right, baby? We love all people. But I just feel like I don't want anyone to feel badly when they think about their narcissist out there having fun. I think of it as he's out there acting a fool, not acting his age. Maybe think of these things, because this helps me. They're not acting their age. They're acting a fool. They're chasing things that they've been chasing for decades, in my case, because he's older. Yours might be 25. Maybe he's been chasing the same stuff for 5 years. Maybe yours is 65 and he's been chasing the same things for 40 years. It's really sad because they never get it. They will never get what they're chasing because they are not capable. So, not that we're reveling in them being in a perpetual state of crumbling, but I want you to remember that, because how can somebody who's in that state, perpetually, forever, untreatably not fixable, have any fun? So don't let any kind of little fun thing that they happen to be doing make you think that they're out there having a blast. No. You have the ability to have a blast. And it doesn't mean, because like I said, I'm not having to feel like the world is starting to open up, but it's certainly not back to regular. I'm not out there gallivanting on Friday nights and Saturday nights with my girlfriends and blah, blah, blah. I'm starting to do little travel things and get together with friends at their homes and maybe meet out, maybe. But it's not like a big, huge resurgence circa 1991 and we're all out there every minute. But the narcissists are, because they can't stay home. Even in a pandemic, they can't stay home. And it's starting to loosen up. But my narcissist was going out last summer. He didn't even care. He was just like, whatever. Yeah. I don't feel the need to do that to prove that I'm winning or to prove that I'm okay also. I can sit right here and feel very confident that I have a more fun life, even if I never left my house, than the narcissist is having. I had more fun on my phone calls over the last 2 days catching up with old people than the narcissist had this weekend, no matter what it is that they did in life. Or last weekend, or next weekend, or this week, or whenever it is. I guarantee I had more fun on my phone calls, laughing, crying till I'm dying laughing, than the narcissist has. It's a genuine love connection with people that you know and love, and that's what fun is. So whatever they're doing, it's empty. I just wanted to give you that perspective, because if you change your perspective, you can help yourself, yes? So I want you to look at it differently next time you have a picture leaked or you hear about something. Do not even sweat it for a second. And it's all made up and orchestrated to make you be upset. So just keep those things in mind, okay? You're more fun than they could ever want to be. I promise. Chin up.